Erica, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing the Winter Wonderland book tag. I did this tag a few years ago, but I thought I would do an updated version of it since I think I have better answers. I think it's always good to redo tags since maybe you have different answers to the tag than you did a few years ago. So I'm always interested to see new versions of tags. I'm not sure who created this tag, but I saw his video being done on Cassidy Moyshay's channel, and I'll link her video down below. The first question is, name a book that is so happy and sweet that it just warmed your heart. For this question, I'm going to have to go with Wait For You by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is the first book in the Wait For You series, which is a new adult romance series. This book follows the romance of Avery Morgenstern and Cam. Avery is a good girl, but she needs her college experience to be a fresh start since she's trying to escape an incident that happened to her back home. And she's not really looking for a relationship, but when she meets Cam in one of her classes her freshman year, she and him start to connect with each other and eventually start developing feelings for each other. I love how Avery and Cam started to have a normal friendship first, and then their friendship naturally developed into something more. I just loved this book so much when I read it the first time. This book introduced me to Jennifer L. Armentrout writing for new adult. So I definitely loved this first book and the rest of the books in this series. The next question is, what is your favorite book with a white cover? My answer to this question would have to be Did I Mention I Love You by Estelle Muscain. These are the UK covers for this trilogy. Did I Mention I Love You is the first book in a YA contemporary trilogy. Even though it's technically YA, this trilogy reads like new adult. And I talked about this trilogy in my previous video, which I'll link down below if you're interested in hearing more about it. But I love the relationship depicted in this series. The third question is, you're wearing a onesie and sitting with a cup of warm hot chocolate. You feel cozy and relaxed, but what monster book are you reading? Since I'm new to fantasy, I haven't really read that many books with monsters in them, but my one answer to this question would have to be the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. Percy is definitely a character who fights a lot of monsters in Camp Half-Blood and on his journeys away from Camp Half-Blood. This is actually a middle grade fantasy series, but I still loved it. Percy Jackson is a cool main character. It started snowing and you want to have a snowball fight. Which fictional character do you decide to have a snowball fight with? I don't think my answer changed from when I first did this tag, but my answer for this question would have to be Lauren Hale. He seems like a fun-loving character who would really like to get in a snowball fight, especially with Lily. I think one time throughout this series, the characters actually do get in a snowball fight, but I'm actually holding up Thrive. This is one of the books in the series that centers around Lauren Hale and the things that he's struggling with. If you've been following my channel for a while, you know that I absolutely love the Addicted series by Krista and Becca Ritchie. This is a new adult romance series, and it's one of my all-time favorite series ever. I love Lauren Hale. He's like my fictional husband. I really love Lily and Lo as a couple. They're my favorite couple in this series. Sadly, the fire is starting to go out. Which book do you throw the last few chapters out of to keep warm? The answer for this question is Allegiant by Veronica Roth. Many readers out there who have read this YA dystopian trilogy feel the same, and so do I. I did not like his final book in the trilogy, and it actually ruined the entire trilogy for me. So there's no question that I would throw this entire book into the fire. Just not the last few chapters, the entire thing. What book is so close to your heart that you would like to gift to someone this Christmas? Someone who wants to start getting into reading. I actually have two answers for this question. For someone who just wants to start reading and wants to find out what reading is all about, I would suggest any Sarah Dessen book. They're lighthearted and fun to read, and they're easy to read. But some of Sarah Dessen's books have an emotional side to them as well. But for someone who doesn't like contemporary and wants something that's a little more action-packed or just a little more exciting, I would recommend the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series, especially for someone who thinks that they might not enjoy contemporary and wants to get into fantasy. I would recommend this series for sure. I would also recommend the Red Queen series by Victoria Aveyard, which I really enjoyed. I read that series early this year, and it's a YA high fantasy series. Those are all of the questions to this tag. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos from me, I'll put some videos up on the screen, in case you guys want to check those out. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays. I hope you guys enjoyed these Christmas themed tags. I'll see you guys in my next one.